Oh yeah, it's big. What's up, guys? Broke Collector Reviews here, and today we're going to be looking at what is, in my opinion, my most anticipated figure of the year. SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z Second Form Frieza, or as they'll put it, Frieza's Second Form. Man, I have been waiting since last year when they did the pre-orders. Been waiting for this guy. This is, oh man, just too impressive as we get a look at all the sides of the boxes. I don't even want to wait any longer. Let's crack this guy open and get right to it. And here he is, and oh, his beauty. Let's go ahead and take this plastic out. Don't need that, except for some small child to chew on. Oh man. What's the best way to put this about this guy? I mean, he's an absolute monster, man. He is an absolute monster. And man, what a, thank you for that. Yeah, man, he is an absolute beast of a figure. I am in love. Like, I cannot get over everything on this guy is perfect. His articulation is good. It was great actually, but like what I mean is like there are no issues like loose joints or anything like that like I've had with a lot of recent releases. He can stand on his own. He's just a monster, bro, a behemoth. And it just makes it today a wonderful day. A wonderful day. But let's look at him. Let's get a good look at him real quick. I mean, you can see all the detail and the paint, just in the line work, the sculpting of his legs, the sculpting of his armor, even his feet and his weird ass toes that remind me of my feet. I will say right off the bat, have a choice of what tail you want to use. At least on mine, getting his tail on was insanely difficult. Like, I thought it was going to break, or the joint was going to break. It was giving me deja vu. It was not a good time, but I used this one because I, prefer the chopped off Krillin tail to him. I think it looks the best. Man, I can't get over how much of a monster he is. And just an intimidating presence in person, without a doubt. Especially to be so big and pink. Second form Frieza is definitely my favorite form of Frieza. Some people may like that, some people don't. To me, it's the best form. It's the form that I had the most fun with in the Namek arc. It is his fight with Piccolo. It's technically his fight with all of them. Gohan, Krillin, Vegeta. Not really Vegeta. And, of course, Piccolo is something that I look back on very fondly and nostalgically. As a kid, that fight is one of my favorite fights in all of Z. It's one of my favorite time periods in Z. Those episodes with Second Form Frieza, I mean, from impaling Krillin to Gohan's rage burst against this guy to when Piccolo just shows up like a beast and they throw hands. When Frieza first transforms and it's just this monstrous, just gigantic. He went from being like the shortest guy to a monster. I'm sure Vegeta stayed jealous. I love this. I love this form of his. And, also, so I fixed my camera here. Another thing about it is back in the day, if you grew up in the early 2000s and you had Dragon Ball figures I'm talking like the early Irwin figures, man, Second Form Frieza was your main villain. Because him, Raditz, Nappa, before they got the Cell Saga, I never had Jace or Birder, but I mean, man, if you had villains, this was the only version of Frieza that was available, the Irwin one. And so many hours, nostalgic hours and nostalgic memories playing with this guy, having him impale Krillin and Goku and whoever else I needed to have him impale with his horns, because, you know, we didn't really have any other articulation. I mean, so to get eyes on this, which is since 2012 has been on my, you know, wish list for Figuarts, man, to get second form Frieza in Figuarts form, and this thing has just delivered on every front, on every end. But before we go more into the figure, let's look at his accessories. Frieza comes with a lot. He comes with a lot. He comes with a second head, I guess, for other faces, kind of like first form Frieza. We got several different faces. We've got the one that he has on, he has right there, as you can see. The kind of grimace, stern, I'm annoyed face. We get this face, which is, I am pretty sure, a reuse from first form, but that's okay. I'm pretty sure all of the... Okay, we're back. We get this face, which is definitely new. I really like this sadistic laughing face. It's similar to first form, but I don't think exactly accurate. And actually, we get this more pissed off, you just cut off my damn tail face, which, that's menacing. I really like that one. We get a plethora of hands as well. Obviously, we get, I'm not going to show every hand, but we get the blasting hands. You get 2 of those. We get 2 choke you out hands, gripping hands for Frieza. They all look really, really nice. Really good paint work on those hands. We get some extra, we also get the, if I can get it out, we get the deuces hand from Frieza, which, I mean, we know what this really is. This is the 2 more transformations hands. We also get, very cool, we get the 4-star Dragon Ball, the translucent ones. And I mean, this thing looks really good. I guess I'm going to have to get the rest. Maybe. Because, like, I need to complete a set of balls, Namek balls. So, yeah. I'm probably going to need to get the rest of those. But really cool accessory. And then we get a second pair of feet. I don't really know why we need it. Maybe it's to, like, put his, I don't really know. But we get a second pair of feet. Again, like, super nice. Like, I mean, look at that. Look at the vein. There goes the Dragon Ball. The details and the sculpt, and just like his, like, the wrinkles and, like, the feet knuckles, I guess you'd call that. But, like, the veininess and stuff, like, super nice. Super nice. As stated before, we do get a regular tail, the full tail, like when he first transforms. I will probably never ever display him with this. Again, like, the tails are incredibly hard to put on, and I might display him with this sometimes. But for me, man, when I think of Frieza in this form, like I said, it's the cut-off tail, where Krillin just slice and dice, serve on rice is his ass. Okay, so getting into articulation, I think right now is it. Okay, so right now seems like no better time. Okay, so right now seems like no better time than to get into articulation. And this guy is loaded with it. I mean, you know, probably Figuarts articulation for the most part. He can look down incredibly well. He can look up actually really, really well. Really well. He can look side to side. He can go 360. I'm not going to do it 360. I really like how they did the shoulder pads on here. As you can see, there's a lot of, like, it's not flimsy like Saiyan pads. I really like that. They're not going to just fall off like Saiyan armor, Frieza soldier armor. I really like that. I was curious about that. He can his upper torso can crunch that high up, and he can crunch actually all the way down, which is very nice. Arms go out. They can go. I thought they could go 360, but that butterfly joint, maybe they can. Okay, yeah, they can. He's got a butterfly joint. Yeah, I mean, the Figuarts articulation. The armor goes up, but yeah, it's just not going to be up on it. You're not going to have it like this separately. He's going to look stupid if you do that. But his armor can go fully out. You can go, as you saw, it can go fully around. It can extend out. Double jointed. Is it double jointed? I think it is, but I think his muscles are too big. Can kick all the way out. Legs can kind of go all the way back, but the tail hinders that. Not the full splits, but good enough. Double jointed knees, very nice bend. Leg can touch his own back, so that's really nice. Leg can go all the way forward. I mean, and the balance on this guy. He's not going to stand for me, though. Watch. I mean, look at that. That's impressive. That is impressive that he can do all that. It's very similar in articulation to Cooler. In regards. And, like, it even feels similar to Cooler. It's going to sound weird, but, like, it feels similar. Let's go ahead and change out a hand. Get him in a different pose. He's been in this pose for a while. Ugh, that's actually easier than I thought it was going to be. We'll pop on this hand. And you know what? While we're at it. Ugh. And then you see he's got some different accessories on him. Like, dude, he's just really fun to pose around. But what I was saying was, like, he's very similar to Cooler art. It's like the joints aren't loose at all. But they're also, like, not incredibly tight, which is a legitimately. And here we have him in a different. You can see him in a lot of different pose. And we're back, and you can see here he's got some different accessories on in a fun pose, twerking it out. But no, what I was saying before is the articulation, while not loose by any means, it feels a lot like Cooler in the regard that, like, it's not loose, but it's not super tight either. Like, it's kind of weird, but it works. Like, it feels nice in the hand is the point I'm trying to make. And it doesn't feel like it's going to break on you, except that tail joint. That tail joint's the only thing that I feel like is going to break on me. But there he is in a different pose. Yeah, man, I mean, let's get some size comparisons. Here he is next to John Cena. So, the hope of the universe, maybe. Here you see he's definitely taller than Cena, which is really nice because figure arts are usually shorter than WWE figures sometimes. Here he is next to Sarah Connor, and he's taller than her. So, yeah, even taller than most NECA characters. So that's nice. Now, I know what you're thinking. How is he compared to SH Figuarts? And, well, I compare him to SH Figuarts. And, well, I'd love to tell you. I'd love to compare him to some SH Figuarts. Yeah, sadly, I had to sell off all my Figuarts this past summer due to dealing with some financial issues. So he is actually the first of me restarting the line and restarting my collecting. So I don't have any SH Figuarts comparisons. I have an Irwin Toys comparison, though. He's incredibly bigger than Irwin Toys Trunks, for anyone wondering. And a last comparison, just to show you, like, size of this guy was. Here he is compared to... Oh, I can't even get it all in frame. Trunks, Irwin Toys Trunks' time capsule. I mean, you can, as you can see, this is a This is a big boy. For sure. He is a big boy. So, final overall thoughts on this guy? Man, he's fucking great. Fucking 10 thumbs up. If I could do more thumbs up, I would. 2 thumbs up, 10 thumbs up, 10 out of 10 fucks given. Not a bad thing to say about this guy. I haven't had the best of luck with Figuarts. I'm sure we all know about their quality issues in the past, their QC with their Vietnam factory and things like that. He's gonna look weird because I got his other foot on, so he's gonna might be standing weird. But I mean, none. No, I mean, if there's anything I could report, and it's not even really QC, it would be that to watch out for. It's just that, like I said, this is very hard, at least on mine, to pop this on and pop the other one off. So we'll just watch out. Maybe lubricate the joint. I don't know. Whatever works for you. Like I said, I'm probably never going to put the other tail back on him. I may. I don't know. But, like, probably not. Oop, as I knock my camera out the way. Other than that, like, the only thing that I've noticed is that sometimes when you pop the head off, the neck pops off with it. But, I mean, that just easily pops back into place. No harm, no foul at all when it comes to that. But, yeah, man, I say if you have the money... and he's a pricey figure, depending on where. If you bought him from like Premium Bandai, he might be a little bit cheaper in the original. I had to buy mine on eBay from Image Anime, and he ran me about $156. So not cheap. Not cheap. Not expensive as his older brother's metal form, but that's another story for another day. This guy does not run that cheap, but is he worth it? Absolutely. If you can get the money together, get him. You are not going to regret him. Matter of fact, he's probably already in my top 5 of all time, Figuarts wise. Just what you get, the size of this guy, the amount of articulation, the details and the sculpting and everything else, the fun factor with all the accessories you get, the faces, the hands and stuff, the different tails. Like, I mean, yes, he's worth it. He's worth $156 easily. If I had to, I would buy him again, no question. Just a fantastic figure, a fantastic release. And like I said, he's right there up there with Super Boo as one of my top 5 untouched favorite Figuarts ever made. I'm already in love with this guy. Fantastic piece. He's an intimidating size. He carries an intimidating presence, even for an action figure. And it's the best version of Frieza, period. The most violent, the most brutal to me, and the most iconic. I know a lot of people are going to say that's going to be a hot take, but that's my hot take. This is the most iconic form of Frieza to me. I couldn't recommend this guy enough. I could rant all day about how amazing this guy is, and I may do that, just not here. Probably to my fiance. Anyways, yeah, man, grab him. Please do. And yeah, man, that's the review, guys. If you enjoyed this, please give me a like, comment, subscribe. If you think it sucked and I sucked, please tell me in the comments below. If you got this guy, I'd love to know what you think of him. And if you want to get this guy, again, I couldn't recommend him enough. But until the next one, guys, I got Trunks and Vegeta soon arriving. That'll be 2 more reviews I get out. And yeah, so until the next one, I gotta go pull out another mortgage. So I'll see you guys around. Peace.